Hello friends! Welcome to our channel, where we share the best ideas from the world's greatest books in a simple and easy way. Today, we're going to talk about an incredible book that has changed the lives of millions of people, bringing them true happiness and inner peace. This book is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This powerful book teaches us how living in the present moment can fill our lives with energy, peace, and clarity. In today's busy world, our minds are often stuck worrying about the past or overthinking the future. The Power of Now shows us why the present moment is the most important and how it holds the key to happiness. In this video, we'll discuss how living in the present can reduce mental stress, why the present moment is the secret to true happiness and success, how to control your thoughts, find balance, and awaken spiritually. If you want to live a stress-free, peaceful, and joyful life, this video is for you. We'll explain the core ideas of the book in simple Hindi so everyone can understand. So stay with us until the end to learn life-changing lessons. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's begin this journey into the power of now and discover how living in the present can give your life a new direction. The author of this book, Eckhart Tolle, faced a lot of struggles in his life. For many years, he felt deeply unhappy and troubled. Often, he would wake up in the middle of the night, unable to sleep. He felt like his life had no meaning and wondered if there was any purpose to living. In those dark nights, he could hear the distant sound of a train, but nothing in his life brought him peace or joy. He had no love or attachment to anything anymore. His family, friends, or work didn't matter. On one such night, as he lay awake, he felt overwhelmed by a storm of emotions. He wanted to escape from everything and disappear into a place where no one could find him. The sadness and emptiness he felt were unbearable, and he saw no way out. But then, something unexpected happened. The next morning, as Eckhart woke up, he heard the chirping of a small bird outside his window. It was a sound he had never noticed before. Slowly, he opened his eyes and saw sunlight streaming through the window. The warm light touched his face, and for the first time in a long while, he felt a sense of peace. The beauty of that moment filled his heart. Everything around him suddenly felt alive and meaningful, and his eyes welled up with emotion. This marked a turning point in his life, leading to the profound insights he later shared in The Power of Now. Tears filled his eyes as he looked around the room. Everything seemed new, as if he was noticing it for the first time. He realized he had never truly paid attention to these things before. For the first time in his life, Eckhart stepped outside his house and looked around. Everything felt alive and beautiful. The trees, the sky, and the world around him. It felt like he had been reborn. From that day, he started doing this every day. He would visit the park, sit on a bench, and enjoy the beauty of life. The sound of footsteps, the breeze, the animals, the sunlight, everything brought him joy. Even though he was alone, he felt deeply happy. Soon, people began to notice his peace and happiness. They would ask him, "What is the secret of your happiness? How can we be happy like you?" Eckhart would tell them, "Happiness is within you. But your mind is so full of noise that you can't hear the voice of your inner joy." Over time, Eckhart realized he had started speaking like a spiritual teacher. He would ask people, "What is bothering you? Is it thoughts of the past or worries about the future? Can you say you are truly living in the present moment?" He encouraged them to live fully in the now. In his book, The Power of Now, Eckhart explains how to let go of worries about the past and future, appreciate the present moment, and solve life's problems with peace and clarity. Chapter 1. You are not your mind. Eckhart begins with a story. Once there was a beggar who had been sitting by the side of a road for many years. One day, a stranger passed by. The beggar held out his cap and asked, "Can you spare some money?" The stranger replied, "I don't have money to give you, but what's that box you're sitting on?" The beggar shrugged and said, "Oh, it's just an old box. I've been sitting on it for years." "Have you ever opened it?" the stranger asked. "No," said the beggar. "What's the point? It's probably empty." The stranger insisted, and when the beggar finally opened the box, he discovered it was full of gold. Eckhart uses this story to explain that most of us are like the beggar, sitting on untapped riches within ourselves, but too distracted by our thoughts and worries to notice. By reading this book, you will learn to discover the treasure of peace and happiness within you. The stranger insisted that the beggar open the box. Reluctantly, the beggar agreed. The box was very old and difficult to open, but he kept trying. Finally, the box opened, and what the beggar saw inside left him in shock. It was filled with gold. The box he had been sitting on for years, without a second thought, contained a priceless treasure. If you think about it, we are all like that beggar. We spend our lives looking for happiness and fulfillment in the outside world, but never take the time to look within ourselves. We search for love, security, and peace from others, forgetting that the real treasure is already inside us. What is this real treasure? It is the peace within us, the ability to accept ourselves as we are, to embrace our true nature, and to live in the present moment, free from the regrets of the past and the worries of the future. True happiness comes from being content with the here and now. Once you discover this inner treasure, you will no longer be distracted by the superficial glitter of the outside world. You will find joy and contentment within yourself, and the world around you will begin to feel new and beautiful. You will no longer feel sadness about the past or anxiety about the future. The real gold is within you, waiting to be discovered. All you need to do is look inside yourself. Chapter 2. Consciousness, the way out of pain. To open the box of your inner treasure, you must first become aware of what is inside. But how do you open it? How do you uncover the gold hidden within you? This chapter explains the path to unlocking your inner peace and finding freedom from pain. Have you ever wondered why you're always worried? What is stopping you from truly living? What is the cause of your pain? To move forward, it's important to first understand the reason behind your sadness. Imagine a world with no humans, only animals, trees, and plants. Would there still be concepts like the past or the future? Would a bird ask what time it is? Would a tree worry about today's date? Of course not. For plants and animals, there is no such thing as time. They don't think about the past or worry about the future. For them, life is all about the present moment, right here, right now. How peaceful it would be to live like that, free from regrets, worries, and problems. But we, as humans, have forgotten how to live in the present. Our minds constantly pull us into the past or push us into fears of the future. We carry the weight of our regrets and anxieties, and this becomes the root of our sadness. You might say, "But my present is full of problems. There's nothing good in it." However, is that really true? Often this feeling comes from the influence of your past. The key is to accept your present as it is and try to improve it. Treat today as your friend, not your enemy. Focus on the moment and see how your life begins to transform. Chapter 3. Moving deep into the now. Have you ever thought about why some people love activities like car racing or mountain climbing? It's because these activities force them to be fully in the present moment. For a brief time, they forget everything else, the past, the future, and their worries, and simply live. But here's the thing. You don't need to do extreme activities to feel this way. You can experience the peace and beauty of the present moment wherever you are. A Zen master once asked his student, "What is missing from this moment?" The student thought deeply, but couldn't find an answer. The truth is, nothing is missing from the present moment. Everything you need is already here. You don't need to climb a mountain to feel peace. While walking to work or strolling through your city, have you ever noticed the trees or the flowers along the way? Even simple things in your surroundings can help you connect with the present moment if you pay attention. The secret to peace is not in chasing happiness or escaping life. It's in appreciating the now. You might not often notice the trees and plants around you because you're so caught up in your own thoughts and problems. But take a moment to pay attention. Visit a park, sit under the shade of a tree, or simply look out of your window at a tree nearby. Notice its vibrant colors and peaceful presence. Even a short time spent near trees or plants can feel different. Breathe in the fresh air, and you'll feel your mind relaxing. You might even forget the problems that were troubling you just moments before. In that stillness, you'll feel a kind of peace within you. Often, when we wake up in the morning, we think about escaping, wishing to be somewhere far away from our responsibilities. Many thoughts fill our minds, worries about our goals, concerns about the future, or when we'll get our next chance to feel happy. We wonder when we'll eat our favorite food, do something exciting, or meet someone who will complete our life. But in chasing these big moments, we forget to enjoy the little joys of today. We overlook the beauty around us and focus only on what's missing. This constant waiting and worrying make us feel dissatisfied and restless. Chapter 4. Mind Strategies for Avoiding the Now Psychologist. Carl Jung once spoke with a Native American tribal chief who told him something profound. The chief said that white people seem to have a cruel nature and a restless attitude. He described them as always wanting something, as if their lives were incomplete. They are always uncomfortable, as though they are madmen, the chief said. Sometimes we might feel the same way, restless and constantly wanting more. But here's the question. Have you ever stopped, even for a moment, to ask yourself if you're truly relaxed right now? Most of the time, our thoughts completely control us, pulling us away from the present. Let's talk about the reasons why your mind often stops you from enjoying the present moment. Reason 1. Negative thoughts. One major reason is the negative thoughts we hold, whether they're about work, a person, or a situation. For example, you might feel overloaded at the office, annoyed by a colleague, or upset about a task. These feelings create bitterness within you. But what's the use of carrying this negativity? Instead of letting these thoughts weigh you down, take action. If something or someone is bothering you, address it. Speak openly about what's irritating you and work toward a solution. The choice is in your hands. You can let go of the burden, just like shrugging off a heavy weight from your shoulders. Whenever negativity creeps in, consciously decide to throw it away and start fresh. Don't complain. Take control of the situation and free your mind. Removing unnecessary worries from your life and taking charge of what you can control is the first step toward enjoying the present. Reason 2. Inaction. Another reason is inaction, choosing to do nothing about a situation. If something makes you unhappy, you have 3 choices. 1. Leave it. 2. Change it. 3. Accept it. Some people spend their lives hoping that happiness will come in the future, but real happiness comes from being thankful for what you already have. Gratitude is the key. Imagine standing in a long line where people behind you are complaining and grumbling. Instead of joining them, you stay calm. When your turn comes and the attendant tells you there's a delay, you smile and say, "That's okay, I didn't mind waiting." You enjoyed the moment instead of letting frustration take over. Chapter 5. The State of Presence. Now, let's try a simple exercise. Close your eyes and focus. Ask yourself, what will my next thought be? Stay alert, as if you're a cat waiting for a mouse. You'll notice that while you're waiting, you're not thinking of anything else. This is the state of presence, when you're not consumed by stress, worry, or regret. When you're fully in the now, your concentration sharpens, and a sense of calm takes over. When we lose focus and our alertness fades, the mind gets distracted, and we return to our usual chaotic thoughts. To teach this state of presence, Zen masters often use sudden methods. For instance, they may strike their students lightly from behind with a wooden stick. If the student is lost in thought, they will react suddenly. But if they are truly alert and present, they will sense the master's presence and avoid the strike. Similarly, in life, if we are not fully present, our thoughts can overwhelm us, like an unsteady boat floating aimlessly on a river. Being fully present means having control over our mind and body, being aware of our surroundings, and grounded in the moment. Chapter 6. The Inner Body. How can you connect with your inner self? Try this. 1. Close your eyes and relax. 2. Take a deep breath and focus on your body. 3. Observe how your chest rises and falls with each breath. Did you feel anything? Did you notice the energy within you? This energy is your true power. Your inner body is formless and limitless, yet we often remain unaware of its strength. Many religions teach us to disconnect from bodily pleasures and desires, advocating fasting or other practices to transcend the physical body. Some even emphasize out-of-body experiences to achieve enlightenment. However, real transformation lies not in rejecting the body, but in fully embracing and understanding it. When we connect with our inner body, we slow the aging process. Even as your outer body grows older, your inner body remains youthful and vibrant. You feel lighter, more energized, and more in tune with yourself. This awareness strengthens your immune system and protects you from negative influences like anger, fear, or depression. Chapter 7: Portals into the Unmanifested. The unmanifested refers to the universal energy, often called qi, that flows through all life forms and connects us to the universe. When we dive deep into our inner body, we tap into this infinite energy system. The unmanifested can be felt during moments of deep calm, such as dreamless sleep. This state, while peaceful, is full of vibrant energy. The present moment acts as the primary portal to the unmanifested. In our physical world, we are bound by time, but when we experience timelessness, we discover pure bliss. It is a state of peace and freedom from all worries. To strengthen your connection with the unmanifested, stay close to nature. Wake up early to watch the sunrise, sit by a flowing river, or observe the beauty of a tree swaying in the wind. These small moments of stillness bring you closer to that infinite source of energy. When you observe nature, whether it's the vastness of the night sky, the golden flames of a fire, or the gentle sway of trees in the wind, a deep sense of peace takes over. In those moments, your mind is free. You are not tied to time. You simply exist in the present, fully immersed in the experience. This is why it's so important to connect with nature. Surrender yourself to the moment. Let go of everything that holds you back from truly enjoying the present. When you surrender, you'll feel more alive and at peace. Try this exercise. Turn off your phone or any other distractions. Sit comfortably, keeping your back straight. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and focus on your inner self. Don't think about the past or future, just feel the energy within you. As you focus deeper, you may reach a point where the boundary between your inner and outer self disappears. In that moment, you become one with the universal energy that flows all around you. Chapter 8: Enlightened Relationships. Imagine a man and a woman meeting and falling in love. The man feels complete when he is with her. Whenever they are together, it's as though the world disappears, leaving just the two of them. They feel deeply connected, as if they are one. Their relationship begins beautifully. The woman feels special, cherished by his love. However, over time, things change. The man becomes overly dependent on her love, demanding more of her attention. Fear creeps in. He starts worrying that she might leave him. The woman, too, becomes possessive, afraid of losing him. Jealousy and insecurity take root in their relationship. The love they once felt, which brought them freedom and joy, is now clouded by fear and control. True love exists within all of us. It doesn't need to be found outside. True love means living in the present, loving yourself, and appreciating everything around you. True love never fades, never turns into hatred, and stays with you forever. Chapter: Beyond happiness and unhappiness, there is peace. An old man lay on his deathbed, waiting for the inevitable. Despite his serious condition, he refused extreme treatments or surgeries. He had lived a long and fulfilling life, helping others and achieving much. As his final moments approached, his loved ones surrounded him, crying and mourning, but he remained calm. Even though he was in great pain, he accepted his fate with peace. Slowly, he closed his eyes and passed away without fear or regret. Death often seems painful or scary, but is it always so? Some people are thankful even for their mistakes, struggles, or losses. Why? Because they see these challenges as their greatest teachers. By accepting life as it is, they transform negative situations into positive ones. When you live fully in the present, labels like positive or negative lose their meaning. You begin to accept everything as it is, just like the old man accepted his reality and left the world peacefully, with no bitterness or fear, only peace. Chapter: The Meaning of Surrender. Surrender means accepting the present moment without fear, anger, or resistance. It means embracing life as it is, even when things go wrong. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means acknowledging the situation and acting without negativity. For example, imagine you're stuck in a traffic jam. Surrendering doesn't mean you just sit there and do nothing. It means you accept that you're in this situation and focus on how to move forward. Getting angry or blaming others won't change anything, but staying calm and focused will help you find a way out. Picture yourself on a foggy night walk. The fog makes it hard to see, but you have a strong flashlight to guide you forward. Life is like this. The fog represents difficult situations, and the flashlight symbolizes your awareness and consciousness. With this inner light, you can navigate any challenge, no matter how dense the fog seems. When you refuse to surrender, life can feel overwhelming and negative. You may live in constant fear of what might go wrong or distrust others and yourself. This negativity affects not only your mind, but also your body, leaving you feeling weak or unwell. Whenever you feel lost in the fog of life, remember that your powerful inner flashlight, your consciousness, is always with you. Use it to find your way, step by step, and you'll discover peace even in challenging moments. Many things happen in life, but the key is to focus on what is right in front of you. Focus on today. Accept it, surrender to it, and take action. The opposite of surrender is resistance, blaming, regretting, and fearing. These emotions only make things worse. It's better to control them and not let negativity take over. When you are fully aware, you can find the best solutions. Maybe right now, you feel stuck in your problems, blaming your parents, society, or your situation. You might regret past decisions and feel like your life will never improve. But wait, take a deep breath. Don't give up. Stand up, move forward, and shift your mindset. That's all it takes to start living in the present. Try to enjoy the moment, focus on today, and find happiness. In this video, we discussed key ideas from the book, The Power of Now. This book teaches us how to transform our lives by living in the present, without worrying about the future or dwelling on past mistakes. Focusing on the present brings true peace and happiness. If you found this book helpful and plan to apply its ideas to your life, let us know in the comments. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more inspiring book summaries. Share this message with others. See you next time with another amazing book. Thank you.